Tonight, the King 5 investigators show us the most fireproof city in America. It's a town in Northern California that 6 years ago lost nearly all of its homes due to a wildfire, and along with it, everyone's insurance. In her ongoing series, The Coverage Crisis, Kristen Goodwillie reports the town's residents think the state of Washington should learn from their tragedy.
This has got potential for a major incident.
Pretty bleak. I tried calling the house and the machine didn't pick up.
It wiped out paradise.
You're looking at the deadliest fire in California history.
Gut-wrenching.
The Camp Fire devastated the small town of Paradise, killing 85 people and wiping out nearly every home.
The entire township collectively was punished by the fire.
And the house right there, it was a house, and there's no house there now.
Cindy Lassonde is a volunteer with the Paradise Police Department. On November 8th, 2018, as flames closed in, she was stuck behind a line of cars and surrounded by a wall of fire. Lassonde had to evacuate.
I was praying the whole time, God, please don't let a tree or a power line go down, because if it does, I'm not going to be able to, we'll be stuck here. We will burn up.
Nearly 6 years later, there's still empty lots everywhere with crumbled cement, scorched fireplaces, and empty pools. The town was wiped out, and with it, their homeowners insurance.
Unfortunately, we're in the middle of a crisis, insurance crisis.
Gary Ledbetter's house was one of the first to burn down.
And you got to realize that was a bad day.
Where the rubble was 6 years ago, today replaced by a brand new home. Same spot, different building strategy.
My priority was to build a resilient home that was safe for my wife and I. But during fire season, the mat comes out.
Building a fire-resilient home wasn't just Gary's goal. The town of Paradise mandated it. It's a first for any town to implement requirements to use fire-resistant materials, specialized vents, and a 5-foot perimeter, essentially creating a fireproof home.
Do you think that Paradise is a leader in the country?
We pretty much know that we are.
Mayor Ron Lassonde says to bring back the town's population, you have to bring back the insurance companies.
So you are hopeful that building homes like this will entice insurers to come back?
Absolutely, because we have reduced the probability that this house will go down in a fire. I'm home.
Yes, you're home.
Mayor Lassonde is married to Cindy, the volunteer who got stuck behind the fire lines.
It looks like almost like any other vent, but it closes down on the inside.
Before the campfire rolled in, they'd already built with state-of-the-art fireproof materials, and it worked. Look at their house. It doesn't have a scratch on it, while the yard coming right up to it is scorched. Every single one of their neighbors lost their homes and their insurance. The Lassondes kept theirs.
We're thankful we didn't lose our house.
Now, eventually, this will all be pavers.
4 miles away at Gary Ledbetter's, he's hoping to get his insurance back.
During the build, I had a Bic lighter and a little torch, and I didn't use materials that would catch fire.
So you were actually testing it yourself?
I was.
It should pay off. He now has one of the most fireproof homes in the country. Gary is the first recipient of a fireproof designation by a renowned safety research organization.
The plan is never to go through it again.
Ledbetter's hopeful the improvements will get his insurance back.
If the house doesn't burn down, the insurance company doesn't have to recover the cost of the home.
Their main reason for not insuring you was wildfires.
I'm not the only one.
In September, the King 5 investigators first revealed an insurance crisis. Homeowners say insurance companies are unfairly dropping them for wildfire risk at record rates. In the last year, formal complaints into the Office of the Insurance Commissioner have doubled.
The insurance crisis is spreading like a wildfire itself.
I think a lot of people in Marin are more concerned about their homeowner's insurance being non-renewed than they are about their home being destroyed by fire.
To see Paradise, California's new rules in action, we traveled a few hours south.
So these small spot fires are as if an ember has landed and lit that moat.
Where a safety fair featured testing of the so-called fireproof materials. The home on the left is a traditional house you'd find on the West Coast. The one on the right has a fire-resistant rating. Look what happens. In less than an hour, the house is gone. Check out the home to the right. Those fireproof materials required by law here did the job. There's nowhere in Washington that has similar regulations.
Request 15 additional engines.
And the people of Paradise, who suffered the loss of 90% of the homes in their town in just one day, say that's a mistake.
Would you say that Washington's behind?
Yeah, Washington is behind. We've learned a lot of lessons the hard way. I would hope that people in Washington would learn it the soft way, that is, learn from our mistakes and not repeat them.
And there is one county in Washington that requires homeowners to have roofs that are fireproof, and that is Chelan County. And experts in California tell me that's not enough to save your home, and it definitely will not bring the insurance companies back.
Well, we saw that in Paradise. I was there as a reporter during the time working in Sacramento, and it was an inferno, but it was the embers that really made a lot of destruction too, so widespread because they traveled miles ahead.
Right.
Yeah, it's not good. So what is next here in Washington?
Well, the Washington Insurance Commissioner told me we do need stricter building codes specific to wildfires. We will still stay on top of it to see if any cities or counties propose that. But Madison, it's not a matter of if a wildfire happens, but when. And the reality is, in this series, I uncovered that insurance companies are dropping homeowners here in Washington right now for a wildfire risk. So anything that we can do to bring the insurance companies back so that people can get insurance and not be dropped or be having these massive raises, these building codes are something that many people, including here in Washington, are saying could be an answer.
All right, that's great news to hear that there is possibly a solution there. We have a lot more information on Kristen's story on our website too, so thank you.
Thanks.
And the King 5 investigators are always dedicated to serving the public interest through watchdog journalism. If you'd like to submit a tip to our team, email investigators@king5.com.